KTN News, Merti Isiolo.
From that sad news from Merti in Isiolo to some bit of positive news, and the government has made a U-turn on its plan to scrap the school feeding program. The government announced today that the program that benefits approximately 2.6 million learners will go on. The declaration comes barely a week after Basic Education Principal Secretary Dr. Bellion Kipsang revealed in Parliament that the program had been dropped as no allocation had been provided for its continuity in the upcoming financial year.
It is in an announcement that caused a major furore, as it would have affected some 2.6 million learners who benefit from school feeding program. But today it was a sigh of relief after the National Council of Nomadic Education, Evans Ekai, announced that the program will not be scrapped altogether.
We are sure that we are not going to miss any point with regard to funding, and we know that the funding will come in for us to continue this program so that we serve these people from the marginalized areas, especially the children who are going to school, so that they do not miss, because the Act stipulates that education is compulsory in Kenya, and these kids must go to school because we need to feed them.
The National Treasury had announced last week that it had withdrawn 4.9 billion set aside for the school feeding program. This would have affected learners mainly from arid and semi-arid areas who could have dropped out from school.
The Constitution gave Parliament the authority and power to appropriate. So we are asking this House to appropriate resources to feed our children.
As a government, we made that promise that it shall even be increased. And in fact, we went ahead and told that it will not only be in the ASAL areas, but even in slums across the country.
The program was initiated in 1980 in response to severe drought that affected 80% of Kenyan's population, which has to date reached at least 2.6 million learners across 8,185 schools nationwide. Ekai spoke on Tuesday morning after his swearing in, together with members of the council including Daniel Saddam, Paul Kibet, Rukia Ali, Nai Setiai Lemayan for a period of 4 years. He assured Kenyans that the board fully supports the school feeding program. The board members were gazetted on Friday by Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu.
Still on education.